Hello, hello. Follow. Ta. My green screen still looks like shit. Hope everyone's having a wonderful week. Oh. Mine's going all right. Pretty fucking tired. But we carry on. The One Piece. Some of the theaters around here were doing hosting first couple episodes of the live action One Piece, so I went by myself. And it was, it was a good time. Good show. Kind of like how they're tying in some of the content later down the road into the earlier stuff. Kind of tied up nice and clean. I was a little disappointed. No one really dressed up or anything. I'm glad I didn't. I would have looked like a fucking idiot being the only one there. Today, we're just going to play Final Fantasy. Trying to inch our way closer to Endwalker. We're under 20 quests. Then maybe later we'll hop on and play something else. Random. Randomly. We shall see. Nothing left to say. Let's get into it. My green screen looks... like shit again. Okay, which is okay. I might have to go and move it. To move the screen back a little. I don't see if that helps. Looks a little better. Looks a little better. Still just plugging away. Fuck. Goddamn kickers. Have to go in here and clear my chat. Isn't doing anything. Let's take a minute, I guess. We're just plugging away these post-patch MSQ. My light is just too close to the green screen. Where are we? Where are we? I think I was... trying to do this. I guess we're over here. We can these fish. Trying to get these damn razor clams, man. Switch her on over. We'll switch it on over here. Can't find ourselves some razor clams. Which are actual clams in real life. Those of you that did not know. Oh. Got it on the first one. 9 inches. Not even a large one. Big old clam. Like my clams, nice. I'm gonna get 2 in a row. We can. Can we do 3? See what we get. That was rather easy. I guess you can just buy all these too. Turn them in that way. It's probably not. Early on, it's probably not a bad idea. Because it's so cheap. Later on, they cost a shit ton of money. Might have to spend millions of gil. Try something. Dun dun. That didn't really help either. Down there's... Whatever. There's just a shadow on my face. I need to switch my setup around. What I level up to? 33 gave me 2 levels. Okay, let's get back to it. I don't know how. We just helped our little buddy Gaboo regain his soul, essentially. I forget what those little bastards are called. Ah, yes. We're supposed to have tea over here. As she'll be at pains to remind me I've not paid Master McCoy a visit, returning from the first. This seems as good a time as any. Come, let us make for her cave. They're not. Back to Idleshire. I've not been there in a long while. Green screen thing is gonna piss me off. Slightly. That looks slightly better. Fucking shadow on my face. Yes, of course there is. Indubitably. Go ahead and pause that there. Music kind of gives me Zelda vibes. Guess all I had to do for the first one, walk over here and talk to someone. Not sure what that did or unlocked. That looks really bad when it's black. You have access to Unreal Trials. I ain't never done one of those. Oh no, that sounds oddly familiar to me. Ocarina of Times. Well, Square Enix might have a lawsuit on their hands. Alexandria. I forgot how annoying it was to get to Montoya's place. Take it you were ready to bear witness to the joyous reunion of master and pupil. Very well. Shirt. Itchy as fuck. If it's gonna look like shit.
From you all this time, then you bring every man and his pirogo with you. Did no one teach you any manners, girl?
Fucking light.
They were too busy teaching me etherology, Master.
Where there's not a shadow on my face.
I wanted to be the one to express our gratitude.
Hold on, Ishitola. That looks a little better. Okay, okay. Got it. I think we got it. I'll take that.
I am told you spared no effort to sustain our bodies while we were away. And for that, we owe you our lives. Thank you.
You were gone so long. I was starting to think you'd set your heart on staying.
It wasn't easy to leave, as it happens. Seldom does one have the opportunity to study other worlds, and I would not have minded extending my stay by a handful of years.
Ever the scholar. Y'shtola dedicated herself to studying ancient civilizations of the First, befriending a tribe known as the Knights Blessed in the process. There she took on the name of Matoya and won the respect of all the children of the forest.
Why does Alfie sound like such a weirdo right now?
I merely adopted an alias in accordance with the custom of my hosts. Yours just happened to be the first name that came to mind.
You mean to tell me you went gallivanting about using my name and only bother to visit when you need a favor? And don't pretend you don't. I taught you long enough.
Indeed. And devoted pupil that I am, I could not fail to recall my master's sage advice. When the answer eludes you, look to the wisdom of your elders.
Well said, Ishitola.
You there.
I don't know how much
Were you
longer
going
Granny
to
Matoya
introduce
got.
yourself?
Looking a little old.
How remiss of me. Grahatia is my name, and I am proud to call myself a scion. I too wish to offer my gratitude for your invaluable aid in sustaining the Archon's bodies, as well as my apologies. It was my inexpert summoning spell which endangered their lives in the first place.
Ah, yes. The one bent on digging up the mysteries of Alag. Old Galaf used to speak of you, and Kryles told me all about your recent exploits. Do you have a bad back or something? At ease, boy. Whatever mess you've made, I'm not in the habit of dwelling on the failings of the younger generation.
You are too kind.
So wise.
I've also heard much and more about you, Master Matoya. 'Tis an honor to finally make your acquaintance.
Well, that's more than enough pleasantries for anyone. Tell me what you want. I haven't got all day. So that's
Kind of
the way
untemper
of
these
it.
motherfuckers.
It should be a simple enough matter to make the familiar. The magic, on the other hand.
Ah, that you may leave to me. Being the only one possessed of royal blood, I alone can imbue the subject with the necessary magic.
So I just need to create porxes with the power to stir the soul. Just, I say. Though we're talking about a veritable herd of the little
Damn it.
buggers. We'd collapse before we reached double figures.
Hasn't even been an hour and I'm yawning. I told you I was tired.
But if I could get a familiar to create the familiars, a mother porxie, as it were.
Now we're cooking with some grease.
Seems I haven't seen the last of that moldy old hole after all.
Got a dungeon coming up here in the next few quests. I'll ride off to my old workshop then. Everything required to make your years there. That may be, but no one has set foot in there since the Exodus. I dread to imagine what will come of it. There are sure to be a handful of feral familiars and mayhap a monster. But nothing to trouble the likes of you. Consider cleaning up the place payment for my help. Fine, we'll do it. Good girl. Now, if there are no other objections, I suggest you run along to Maker's Quarter. I'll send you one of my progos ahead. To let you into the workshop. You need only tell them who you are. One can't be too careful after all. Off you go. Can't speak right. Where's the exit? Where is the exit? Arrow. Pretty annoying. There's not a single etherite to attune to in this entire fucking place. I cannot stop yawning. Idle and give me strength. Pretty sure there's like a giant wasp with the same name that kills tarantulas and plants their babies inside of it. They eat it from the inside out. Pretty metal. Greetings, Ribbit, and welcome, my good relic. Hiro Rago is my name, and I'm honored to be your guide. Within, you'll find a space dedicated to the making of familiars, along with the cavern where the requisite ingredients may be had. I must warn you, however, the place has not played host to a single soul, much less a broom, in over 15 years. And I regret, be in some disarray. But rest assured, my brothers and I shall see to it you do not lose your way. Now then, Ribbit, say the word, and I'll show you in. Yeah, excuse me. Still haven't done academia yet either. We shall save it. 30 minutes. Fuck. What am I meant to do for 30 minutes? I guess I can go fish. Or we can do this stupid quest real quick. Let's go do this. I don't know why this dungeon would have a 30-minute view. Okay. This thing? The clan hunt board is covered in bills showing the details of wanted monsters. Sure you up to the challenge by picking one of the level 3. Okay, that was relatively easy. More blue quests over here. Another quickie. Assuming. Now permitted to take bills for elite landmarks and hunt for. Okay. Okay. We can go to this levee guy and see if there's a fishing fieldcraft quest for massive amounts of XP. Disciples of the Hand. None to be had. Put on our fishing gear. See what PP has for us. DC poo, my bad. Staghorn fishing. What sort of fish do you need, my friend? Yield master. Deliver full moon sardine. The talk pick. Let us just go buy this stuff. Once we get to the higher levels, stuff starts costing more, we'll fish out that stuff. Full moon sardine. Okay, what if I don't want all 30? Do I have to buy 30 of them? $50K is kind of a lot of money. That's kind of bullshit how you can buy everything. Everyone should have to farm that shit out. Definitely a helmet. Definitely a helmet. Yes, can we pick up Fieldcraft quest from Wawa? Wawa Weewo? Triple Triad Challenge. Go over to Old Airport. Pick up some Fieldcraft with. I think this is the best place to get him from at the moment. Rob. Okay. Okay. Guess we'll do the same thing. We'll just go buy him. Can't believe it's done. I may not even be able to find anyone for it. Which I guess I can do with NPCs. I just don't like doing that because it takes so much longer. No helmet crabs, play. At least go turn that in. That's the next quest, I guess. I don't know. Usually it's you tournament 3 separate times. But I don't know why. Forgotten Spring. Desert Cat. Hey. No. I forgot to buy it. Let us go. Thank you for the follow, Farsick. Off a sock. Fucking legend.
Right. To begin with, I need you to gather a few ingredients.
Yes, what are they, Matoya?
Listen well to what the Porogos say, or you'll wish you had.
Hold up, hold up. Wait for me! Earthy portal. What's up with this music? Please follow me, Ribbit. Put down any pests that bar the way. Come now, come. How good this team is, though. We shall hold off on free mob. Looks like we're doing pretty good. Probably move on. Oh, we have to wait anyway. Thank you for the follow, Gilfy. Gilfy, my boy. Feel confident in my team here. We're gonna pull all the mob. Damn it. The old muscle memory is a little off. Easy enough. Mud man. We got it, we got it. Summons the mud ball. That's what I hope they are. Focus up, pay attention. I'm finally figuring out how to actually play this class. Don't really get what the mud ball does, but so do I? Maybe I'm supposed to make it go in the hole. That's what makes sense. Okay, pretty easy. Interstice. Portal. I have no idea what the fuck that means. There's so many words in this game. So many big, large words. Simple man like myself just can't comprehend. Come. Oh, 100%. I thought about making like a little like dictionary of all the words I've learned by playing Final Fantasy. They're very proud of their dialogue. Now I use sucker on a regular basis. Alms, yalms, ilms. Of course, not many people know what I'm talking about. I use that terminology. Come now. This music is like creeping me out a little. Like it does not match this dungeon at all. Indeed. Better use some damage mitigation. Like we have to kill these before we move on here. Cave gelatin. Truly strike fear to the foes. Taught you what a relic was? Relic. How? You're gonna have to tell me how to say "go." That's how I want to say it. Go. You're gonna have to type out the phonetics. Now we're fighting a Pokemon character. Archaic word for jail. Elden Ring made much more sense after that. Send him to the guidance. Such fun. More water. We need more water. That guy have this for those. What's that mean? Supposed to get in here, I guess. What? Why didn't that work? Like, my team really didn't need me for that, but... glad I caught on. I think I finally got the Blackest Night usage down. Hello there. Yeah, so is this spelled jail? I like Gaul better. Dungeon kind of going by pretty quick here. Oh. That's pretty. Easy. Bombs are going down pretty quick. Little magma can't stop us, Ribbit. Parted the Red Sea. Psychedelic. Okay. Lead the way, little Ribbit. I don't care, I'm gonna tank it. Nothing. Meet the mother Forksy. All right, it's time to beg ourselves a Porksy. Oh. Gotta pay attention.
Right then. Let's get this over with.
One big ass cauldron.
Newborns are wont to be difficult. Sure, who's in charge?
Gonna put a little beat down on a Porksy, okay. Porcelain. Porcine. I'm coming! To battle! See what this little piggy can do. Oh. But the farther away I am from that thing, the less damage I take. This. Sucking us up. Oh. Oh. Hidden herself, find her quickly or you'll be in for a world of pain. Oh. Found her. We got the shit. Big damage here. A little sloppy with my button presses today. Well done. Was a powerful little piggy. Now I feel better. Yeah! Beat the shit out of that cute. Sure. Looks so peaceful.
There we are. Quite tame.
What do you
Then
say?
all that remains is for me to imbue her with the magic. My friends, I'm afraid I must trouble you for your ether once more.
Charge them up, guys. Oh. Good work. Good work, Graha.
That should suffice.
Good. Let's set her to work then, shall we? I want to see some porkses. Assuming that is, someone can spare the requisite energy.
I got you. I got you, Matoya.
A mere drop in the ocean for the great sorceress Matoya, I dare say.
Oh, okay.
Excellent. Our very own litter of Angelos. And we can make as many more as we want, simply by providing the Mother Porksy with additional ether.
I will require a moment before I
Catch your
try
breath.
again.
Catch your breath, Ishtola.
It's still hard work, but a damn sight more efficient than making them one by one. Thank you, Master Matoya. Everyone, we're a step closer to our goal.
Distributed amongst the allied nations, they should do much to facilitate closer dialogue with the beast tribes. And given their present travails, I believe our friends in Limsa Laminsa should be the first beneficiaries.
Agreed. Though I must leave this errand to you. I doubt my legs will carry me out of the cave, much less to Vilbrand.
I'll carry you.
Thank
Don't
you for
you
taking
worry.
the lead in gathering the ingredients. I expect you would benefit from a rest too.
Kind of slouching. It's gone on purpose, though. Head. Too large. Green screen.
In addition to the Porksies, I trust you've gained an inkling of how much effort goes into the creation of familiars. Or mayhap you attribute your struggles to old age.
Posture better, though.
If I said yes, would it persuade you to treat me like an adult?
Not with that pertness, it wouldn't. Anyway, assuming you have no other favors to ask, I shall be leaving.
Till next time, Matoya. Wisdom always illuminates our mind. Lest you wonder, Master Matoya has returned to her cave with Ishtola. They are as peas in a pod, are they not? May now near Matoya's relic. Okay. Well then, my friends, let us return to Limsa and deliver the good news to the Admiral. Ooh, we get to see Merweb. A word to the officer in Bulwark Hall should be sufficient to secure us an audience. It's been a while since we've set our eyes on old Merweb. Rafschniffen? I don't know how to pronounce her last name. So basically, we can save all the beast tribes, people that have been tempered. Oh, Merweb! My friend, what brings you here this day? This is true. By the Navigator, A cure for the tempering. As often as I've been in all of you scions, I would not have thought it possible. Yet it is, Admiral. We've done it here in Mlimsa. Production of more familiars has already begun. You have my thanks, truly. Too much to advance the cause of peace. Yet I fear it will take more to close the rift twixt man, beast man. Bah! Even to speak thus divides us. Welcome as it is, a cure will not guarantee reconciliation between our peoples. For though summoning and the tempered may serve to fuel the conflict, they are but symptoms of it. We are to resolve the primal problem once and for all. We must address the cause. We must strive for mutual understanding and find a way to leave our bloody past behind. It was I who moved that the Alliance renew a push for peace. As our ancestors came to these shores some 7 centuries past, we Lominzans have been at odds with those who share our island home. Save for a brief moment of cooperation with the Kobolds. That's what they're called. Kobold. Our history has been one of nigh constant territorial squabbling. Meanwhile, our struggle with the Sahagin, our control over the seas, has only grown fiercer. The matter made worse by thrice damned calamity driving them to seek a new spawning ground. The head nod. Doesn't matter what culture, what beast tribe, man tribe, the head nod is always survival at stake. Each had no choice but to fight, so I dismissed it. Said possible. Possible is a word coined by the weak. I proclaim to all who'd listen, gave up. You and yours put me to shame. Since you led us to victory against the Black Wolf, you have achieved the impossible again, and again, and again. What I do, baby. And I thought it high time that I followed suit. It's my proposal to the Alliance Council. But no sooner did I reach out to our neighbors in Vilbrand than my own people sought to thwart me. You speak of the pirates who failed to attend the meeting. I, acting through a friendly faction among the kobolds, we had intended to seek an audience with a prominent patriarch. The bloody executioners would not hear of it. Their absence sent a message to the rest. Though they are but one of 3 pirate powers, they are the greatest. Attempted people founded without them. I'm given to understand that their leader, Captain Hilfa, has been bedridden for some while with an ailment of the lungs. Correct in his absence, right-hand lead, the man named Sakad, but recently risen to prominence among the rank. Save for his disdain for authority, little is known about him. We have invited him to speak with us more than once, but he will not. I have tasked the Yellow Jackets and the Rogues with uncovering his motive. They have learned naught of any value. Leave it to us! We have a nose for the truth. Whatever this Sakard wants, we'll find out. Truly, much obliged. I'll look forward to hearing what you learn then. Good luck. What do you say, Alfie? By the way of a first step, is just we split up and make inquiries around towns. Know this Sakad. If you could approach the pirates, the rest of us will seek out merchant adventurers. Maybe I should put my fishing gear on. Gotta blend in. Why'd they have to make this place so confusing? Danalan. It's confusing. I have a hard time navigating that place without the crystal. Curious about Scard, are you? As am I, my friend, as am I. Sadly, I know nothing of the man, save the bloody executioners experienced a marked improvement in their fortune after his promotion. Quite how he achieved this matter is of some debate. As you know, the thalassocracy permits us to attack only Garlean vessels. Yet they have all but vanished from the seas since the Empire turned in upon itself. In order to adapt, we crack and take into trading with the East, but the executioners are less forward-looking. I cannot imagine they would willingly abandon their old ways. So how, then, are they lining their coffers? Whatever their secret, they are not like to share with their rivals, but mayhap you have more luck. Speaking of pirates, I'll probably continue watching One Piece tonight. I'm not as I am enjoying it, but I'm not as crazy about it as some people are. It's a little corny. But I think they do a good job. It's a hard anime to adapt live to live action. Have you been watching Scalar? Yeah? You want to know about Sicard? He's a wily bugger that he is. Found some clever way to make a coin, they say, and traded it for Montgate's place at the Halford-side. There'll be a time we race to the executioners for our pick of the Empire's fleet. The Garleans are gone. In them days with them. Owing to which we've all had to look at further ways to make it ends meet. But with the jumped-up blind rat Sicard landing the juiciest, whatever it may be. Not that the way Sarans are struggling, mind. We do well enough guarding fishing boats from the fish box and not a beast this. The first pick of produce for you, terrible. Quality stuff at a bargain price. This we pass to our sisters as we can't sail on account of getting old or wounded with a child. And they cook it up and sell it for a pretty profit. Simple. I miss old ways, don't get me wrong, but when I see the girls with their little ones, I think to myself, a life of peace and quiet ain't all bad. I was struggling to hold that accent the entire time. Sadly not. Are you a One Piece fan? I think you can enjoy the live action if you're not in anime. The Octant. Yeah, I'd watch the live action then. The anime, I maybe started it 4 or 5 years ago. Maybe not quite that far back. But I watched every episode like 9 months. The thing about One Piece, yeah, it's gonna be much shorter. I don't know how many seasons they're gonna do. There's only two seasons out now, but the creator Oda said he has like different plans for it, so I don't think they're gonna take it. It'd be like it would take them 20 years to try to do every arc in the anime. Then if you like the live action, then you can start watching the anime. But I didn't really get into it until like it took me like 130 something episodes. Like kind of right after the first big arc. Alabasta. I see everyone has returned. Now, who'd like to go first? But the live action's fun. Good characters, good set designs. So just as their imperial prey began to disappear, Sakara turned the executioner's fortune around with a mysterious new source of income. Whatever it is nothing to scoff at. According to the tavern keeper I spoke to, the crew have been indulging themselves as never before. But no amount of drinks loosen the tongues how they are coming by their coin. For my part, I spoke with a reporter at the Harbor Herald. Harbor Herald publication has been investigating the secret of that. There's a good fortune, making little headway. Plainly, the executioners do not wish the nature of their business to be made public. I think I may know why. In the course of making inquiries on Hawker's Alley, an interesting fact came to light. Just as the executioners began to enjoy better fortunes, the price of crystal went into a sharp decline. A sudden fall in demand, I was told. Curious, I contacted Jorge Boulder, who's been watching the movements of the beast tribes. My suspicions were proven correct. Despite ever-worsening relations between the beast tribes and the Lacorse, neither Titan nor Leviathan have been made an appearance of late, suggesting that the kobolds and the Salgan lack the means with which to summon them. Do you mean to say the executioners are divesting them of their crystal? All indications point to that conclusion, yes, though we have no hard evidence yet. We must investigate further. Agreed. So how do we proceed? I have an idea about that. In fact, I've already taken the liberty of making certain provisions. During my inquiries, a disgruntled merchant informed me that a wholesaler of crystals had recently arrived in Limsa, offering wares at prices far undercutting the competition. After asking around, I was able to gain an introduction and shortly posed as a potential buyer in a bid to establish the crystal's provenance. The man is due to be at Orscon's Embrace in Lower Scotia shortly. Can't speak? Guess we make our way there at once. So many words. It's been a while since I traveled to crappy dry docks. There's not any blue quests around here. I might pick up a couple fishing quests, depending on the XP. What is this guy? Aha. Nothing. Kind of saving a lot of the regularly levy quests for when I start leveling a different character, different class. It appears to be our merchant. Wish me. One shady-looking Lalafell. Well, if he's truly in league with the bloody executioners, he's surely aware of the allied to the Admiral. Science not least of all. Compared to yours and Princess mine is an unfamiliar face. Let me play the role of Baya. Get in there, Graha! It'd have to be a class that start at 80. I don't think it'd be worth my time to do those on a level 80 character. I do not know. I think a Viper is definitely going to be the next DPS I level. Gentile. Very well, leave it. Guraha. I don't know. I'll probably do Red Mage or something. I don't know what the best healer is. Got business with me, cat boy? Hey, watch your goddamn mouth when you're talking to Graha. Are you the crystal wholesaler? That I am, but you're no merchant. What do you want the crystal? Pull it together, Graha. Don't look at us, you idiot. Give yourself away. Allie, she doesn't mess around, man. Oh, I see. You're a weaponsmith, am I right? Crystals to make staffs. Like that fine specimen you've got there. White Mage is fun to me, another good one. RDM is fun AF. It was my first DPS, technically. RDM. Cannot use acronyms with me just yet. Don't invite just anybody into our storehouse. It takes time to establish trust. Look, I have a large and urgent mission. If the quality is satisfactory, I will not quibble over the price. All right, it's plain. No ordinary crystal adorned staff. I'll make an exception. Come with me. That was easy. Seems to be working. Let's follow them. See if I can figure it out. Red Mage. Talking about Red Mage. Only thing that makes sense. Yeah, I haven't played a whole lot, but the Dark Knight's definitely been... I'm still having a lot of fun. Reaper looks cool. Viper looks cool. Samurai sounds cool. I still have my Bard. I don't know if I'll go back and level him to 100 or not. Being a little sexy dancer that does damage, that kind of sounds fun too. Kind of like the idea of that. Damaging people with my moves. This fucking camera was in face. Bang. We'll wait for this ad. They went into that tunnel quietly. You won't find any finer, especially not for the price. Why do I feel this is like a drug deal? Crystal meth. Indeed, I would expect to pay more than double for such quality. How could they possibly be so cheap? There's nothing unlawful about them if that's your worry. From old Gamoro. Take my meaning. Don't know what you mean. Stuff's as pure as it gets. You won't be disappointed. So how much did you want? It's the purest crystal. Old Gamoro, taken from the Kabul. That's enough. Shut your gobs and turn around slowly. Think I could replicate that face. I'm Sakard, acting captain of Bloody Executioner. No need to introduce yourselves. We know who you are. Scions. And we also know you've been chatting to the Admiral. Got eyes and ears everywhere you see. Comes with being the only true prior coup left in Leams. So we've established you ain't here to buy crystal. The question is, what are you here for? You are bold to reveal yourself to us without knowing our objective. That would explain your swift rise to power. You have spoken plain, and so I shall return the favor. We came here to learn why the Bloody Executioners oppose the Admiral's will. We have our answer. Did Leamsa make peace with the Cabal? Source. Down. That's right. To remind you, though, we ain't breaking any rules here. Law forbade us from attacking any vessel flying Hero flag, but it didn't say anything about beastmen. Only reason we keep our operation nice and quiet because we don't want no one taking our business. Wait, listen to the end, will you? For what it's worth, I have the highest respect for you and yours, him especially. While the Maelstrom were worrying about dirtying their fancy red klaba, you lot stormed Yugamaro. Battered bleeding Titan himself raised a mug. I heard the news. And now we're following in your footsteps, making sure the beastmen never summon their stinking gods again. Practically your successors. When there were still Imperial ships about, we did our bit for Leamsa and went after them. But with the Garleans gone, there's no one left to ply our trade on except beastmen. So let us have that, huh? It's only fair. Contentious though some may find your view, it is true that you have broken no laws. That being so, I see no reason why you should not state your case directly to the Admiral's face. Unless the acting captain, the only true prior crew left in Leamsa, has some other cause to hide in a cave. Well said. Well said indeed. All right, I'll meet with the Admiral. I'll even provide the venue. The Asa Talasia. I trust she won't turn down the invitation. Search for Sakard. Complete. Thought myself the hunter, but it turns out I was the prey. A timely reminder that the pirate powers of Limsa are not to be trifled with. But all's well that ends well. Grahatia's timely provocation had the desired effect. Sakard has agreed to a meeting. Let us hurry back to Limsa and pass on his invitation to the Admiral. Back to Marrowweb. Stormhala. Where do I look up if I have any titles like that? Ugh, you change that. We don't like that yucky Realm Reborn gear. Go ahead and change that. Favorite title, The Heart of the Party. Unbeliever. Nidhogg Slayer. Jesus Christ, there's a bunch of them. I don't know. Breaker. Place. Raids. I've never done one of them. Maybe someday. I'd like to do that. Let's change my portrait. Select current game. There we go. Legendary purple. Oh. Oh. I like it. Thank you. I kind of figured it out. Welcome back, my friends. What's news? They've been stealing crystals from the Kobold. My thanks for solving the mystery and securing a meeting beside. Suffice it to say, I accept the card's invitation. I would have you join me as my guest. The future of Limsa hangs upon the outcome of this meeting. I'd have the science present to bear witness. Witness me! This dude's fucking creepy.
Look who's come crawling! Traitor!
You can shove your piece!
Welcome aboard, Admiral. I'll wager you don't remember me. Sicard, acting captain of the bloody executioners, at your service.
'Twas kind of you to invite us. Now, if Captain Hillfear has a message for me, I bid you speak it.
We have just the one demand. That you forget this bilge about making peace with the Beastmen. Ours is a nation of pirates. Always has been, always will be. Deny us our right to plunder, and you deny who we are.
It's a tough situation to be in.
Too bloody right! Pirates till we die!
What we take!
Piracy has no place in our future.
What?
What'd she say?
Pirates have no place.
Crazy take, Melloweb.
Our nation has prospered through piracy, 'tis true. Yet it is but one part of our long and storied history. Centuries ago, our ancestors led a failed rebellion and were driven from their homes with little more than the shirts on their backs. In fear of their lives, they sailed south until they came to these shores.
Hold on, Merweb. My ether's growing weak. That looks better.
But not so long ago, when the Empire threatened to crush everything we'd built, we set aside piracy and joined hands with our neighbors. This too was in order to survive. And survive we did. Time after time we fought the Empire, and time after time we won. And through trade with our newfound allies, we prospered more than we ever did through pillaging and plundering. The Empire teeters on the brink of collapse. Ere long, provinces like Wurlit and Bosnia and many others will regain their freedom. When they do, our matchless fleet will lead the world in a new golden age of commerce. The tides favor us, and the ocean beckons with her vast bounty. But if we cling to the old ways, this great ship we call Limsa will trade the boundless seas for a lagoon. Shall we scorn the world's wealth for a plundered pittance then? Or shall we embrace change and thrive, like our ancestors before us? The choice is yours. But if we are to prosper in the coming age, the whole of Vilbrand must become our ship, and a Kobold and Sahagin our crewmates.
Rousing words. Might even be some truth in them. But pirating's all we've ever known. And we ain't about to give it up just 'cause you say so.
Stubborn son of a bitch.
Still, we're all the Mincins here and no one wants a war. So where does that leave us? Long before you became Admiral, I heard you was captain of the League of Lost Bastards. That true?
Aye, it
If
is.
so, you'd know how we pirates settle our differences.
Want a little ass beating, do you?
A duel. Very well. As Admiral of Limsa Laminsa, I accept your challenge.
Meadowweb is a much larger target. You ain't even sweating. No, she's got the cheat. Ten paces. Oh. Oh. Slow, Saccard.
This ain't over! Not till one of us is dead! Finish the job! Or I will!
Hell is this?
It's the captain! Captain Ilfir!
Ye fool! 'Twas over afore it began.
Captain!
Seems the whelps have been yapping while their master was abed.
Finally, a pirate with some sense.
Listen well, all of ye. Since the signing of the Galadian Accord, we all of us have been part of the same crew. The crew of the good ship Limsa Laminsa. At the helm of that ship is the Admiral.
Forearms.
And 'tis she who decides where we sail. Was I not clear on that point? Or did you forget whose deck you stand on? Nay? Then what in the seven hells are you playing at?
It's all we know, Captain. If we ain't pirates, what are we?
You're bloody idiots is what ye are. Idiots with your own lives ahead of ye. Ye can do anything ye want. Be anything you want.
You can do anything you want.
We're pirates, aye. And we pirates love our loot. But that ain't our first love. Our first love is the sea. The sea! And what she brings us. So hold fast to that. Let the brine-crusted husk that stands before you now be the last of them as knew naught save out of steel. And make of yourselves a new breed of pirate! Lad, I made ye me right hand 'cause I saw something in ye.
All something in
ye.
ye.
Do. You have the makings of a captain. All you lack's the belief. Well now, it seems we're of one mind after all. Apologies for the misunderstanding, Admiral. We're with ye, wherever ye be headed.
Yee! Yee, 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 yee!
You have my thanks, Hilfir.
Your choice of dueling pistol did not escape my notice. Good old Annihilator. Ender of many a proud pirate's voyage. Mistbeard's vanished into legend, and it won't be long before I take my rest in the depths. Yet be that as it may, the old ways can only truly die when we've dealt the Empire the telling blow. There'll be stormy seas ahead, no doubt. But I'm trusting ye to steer us through to the other side.
We'll see. Xenos guy is really fucking pretty powerful, it seems. Might be the end of 5.5. Though I had anticipated a duel, I did not foresee that Hilfa would intervene. But full glad I am that he did. Would have been a shame to kill the boy. Instead, the whelp has learned a valuable lesson, and we have made our peace among ourselves. All that remains to do is likewise with our neighbors. We got a little more. We got a little more. Now, I need hardly tell you, but any attempt to negotiate with the tribes is doomed to fail unless their minds can first be wrested from the grip of their god. So, in the meeting we seek to arrange with the kobolds, I would have you free the leader of Titan's influence. Leave it to us. We'll open his ears to reason. You have my thanks. Before we proceed, there's something. Some 50 years passed when the Hagen swarmed our holes in greater numbers. Seems entered into a covenant with the kobold. To men shall go the bounty of the land. Ostensibly equitable arrangement, conspicuously lacking in detail. Jesus Christ. I inadvertently or not, the wording was ambiguous. Took advantage of it. Moving in to claim the northern reaches of Latnoskia, and the kobolds believed theirs. The kobolds believed it was theirs. Bloodshed followed, and bloodshed to answer the bloodshed, and on it went. Every ilm of Vilbrand bore the stain of our conflict. This is not history, you understand. It is present, fresh and raw. With the kindred's blood yet on our hands, we will struggle to regain the kobolds' trust. Even should we cure their tempered. Admirably speak of obstacles we are like to encounter at the meeting. As things stand, I see no reason why the kobolds would agree to a meeting in the first place. So we must provide a reason. Store the stolen crystal. Deliver the cargo along with my apologies. Bait. Never welcome. Not to speak of peace, but to have you at their mercy. I am given the wealth of crystals we will bring. I'll raise a little attempt to summon a Titan there and then. Meaning a high priest would need to be present, to whom we could administer the cure. Precisely the fish I would catch, but he'll not be alone. Nay, we'll have guards on hand, and they will lay down their lives to protect him. Yet a single death on the kobold side would jeopardize our chance of my venture found. Yet it need not. What if we were to employ the Conqueror's chain? So we'll still have to weaken the kobolds. It will allow us to do them without inflicting lasting harm. The artifact of a spear used to take goods, not life. Hey, that would serve. Well done, Marshal. So, friends, what do you think of our strategy? Effects of tempering are cumulative. We may safely assume that the High Priest's exposure to primal influence is extensive. It will therefore take a great deal of either to reverse effects, not to mention time. Time during which Alice would be defenseless. We all took to her protection. I'm not convinced we but an entire army of kobolds obey. Well, I'm happy to take that risk. Not if we have any other choice. Besides, it's what Tesleen would do. Had I not followed her example, we wouldn't have had a cure for tempering, much less a chance to bring peace to Vilbrand. Oh yeah, someone to cure that priest or die trying. I believe in you, Ali. You can do it. I believe in you too, you and everyone. I know you'll keep settled then. See to your preparation. Make for Camp Overlook. We will join you there anon. Go take care of business here. They're getting serious. Hold on, hold on. Alfie wasn't lying when he said I'd be defenseless, counting a wall to give me the time I need. Sole purpose would be to keep you out of harm's ways. Leave that to us. Focus on your own task. Indeed, and you'd want for ether, you only need to say the word. Gaboo! Something important that I want to say to the High Priest. Press state. Press state say, let me come with you, please. Come on, little guy. Sorry, but it's too dangerous. I need you to promise that you'll stay here where it's safe, okay? Something tells me that's not going to happen. My apologies for the way it took time, but we have secured our audience. All unfolded as expected at the mention of my returning their crystals in person. The kobolds suddenly remembered how keen they were to be reconciled. Though in the glorious spirit of cooperation, we are yet to be received by Patriarch Zada, the Second Order, who awaits our pleasure in the naval. If you are ready, let us proceed to Gamaro Mines at once. We might be able to finish all these tonight. Start Endwalker on Friday. After this, only 9. I say 9 quests. I think we just might be able to do it. By God. There's a patriarch right there. Zebu. I think we fly all the way around. Okay. Haven't been in this room in a while. Zethyrite Barris to our quarry. He makes summon Titan as I anticipate will halt the ceremony and restrain him. And at this, all hells will break loose and we'll have any army of kobolds to entertain till Alisay's work and done. Just remember, none must die. We weaken them, let Inzar do the rest. What a duty. A duty. Okay, good night. I love you. Hopefully this isn't
Greetings,
an annoying one.
I am Merlwib Blufistvin, Admiral of Limsa Leminsa.
Lofinsvin.
I come before you to offer my sincerest apologies for the many wrongs committed by my people against you and yours.
You were foolish to come here. Stupid, unwise, foolish. The Great Father shall have your souls for your folly.
Aye, just as we thought.
I just don't know why they think we, like, wouldn't just beat the Titan again. I don't know.
Now, Alizé! Quickly!
You don't need to tell me!
Let none pass. We must grant her as much time as we can.
We must protect Alizé! There!
B.
There!
Okay, okay. Time for the chain. Yes, it's ready to go, Angelo. Boom. What sorcery is this?
Oh, just what we need.
Biggest. Bringing out the biggest.
You're not alone. There!
You're in my sights.
Easy. Hit him again, Porksy.
Here you are, Alize.
Thanks, you two. I'll give it another try. What? Small bomb.
More! I need more ether! Just a little more!
Be careful, Grand Marshal. You're getting low on health here. Grenade. Why can't they be damaged? Whoa. Good work, Marshal. All the reckless things, Allie. Now, man. All right, please let this work. Now what? Oh. Didn't realize I was supposed to do that. Might have to redo it now. Made my decision before I came here. No matter what it costs me, Limsa will have peace. You tanky son of a gun. We got him, we got him. And no more either. I'm giving it everything I got. We did it.
Yes, this will do. Here I go. Go, Angelo.
Say you,
Did
High
it work?
Priest.
What?
I think so. What?
What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, but they died by your hand. You sacrificed them to summon Titan.
No. No, 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 no! Why? Why would I do such a thing?
Okay, it wasn't your fault. Sort of.
Would that there were a cure for the victims of the Tempered.
Gabu! What are you doing here?
God, but I told you.
Patriarch, please listen to me.
So predictable.
Heed, listen. The Great Father we have been summoning is false. He only hurts us and those we love. For a long time, his voice filled my mind. It told me to do terrible things. Awful, unspeakable, terrible things. But I didn't give in to it. And you mustn't either. There's been too much pain already. So please, end the suffering.
What have I done?
We share this child's desire, Patriarch. An end to summoning, for it spells naught but misery for both our peoples. For many long years, man and kobold have feuded over territory, pillaging and perishing for the earth beneath our feet. It may be said that we fought to survive, but what we have sown in blood, we have reaped in suffering, and it cannot go on. I would see us set aside the past and work together for peace.
It was wrong of me to hurt my own in the name of the Great Father. Sinful, evil, wrong. But that doesn't mean there can be peace between us. Men cannot be trusted. The bounty of the land was to be ours, and yours the bounty of the sea. But you broke the pact. Violated, breached, broke. Unready as we were, what choice had we but to call upon the divine to rid ourselves of your tyranny?
None. And I do not blame you for it.
Still
In
make a difference. We
violation
can
of the
still change.
spirit, if not the letter of the pact, we took your lands for our own. The fault lies wholly with us. On behalf of all Laminsons, I offer you my humblest apology. I pray you'll find it in your heart to accept it. Yet I know an apology alone will not serve to make things right. So, we will revise the pact to leave no room for doubt. And any who violate it shall face justice, swift and certain.
No, we won't be fooled. Not again.
Please, hear me to the end. Fleeting though it was, there was a time when man and kobold abided together in harmony, in cooperation. In those days, your people shared the secrets of smelting. Knowledge which allowed Limsa Lominsa to thrive. Much of what we have, we owe to the kobolds. And so, for the good of all who dwell on this isle, I wish to make you an offer. We will bear your people's wares to every corner of the world, and trade them in your stead. In return, we will bring you the bounty, not only of the sea, but lands both near and far. Whatever you desire, the Navigator as my witness, you shall have it. There will be no more man and beastman, just the crew of the great ship that is Vilbrand. And together, we will share in the wealth of the world. If you'll only accept our hand in friendship.
Come on, little guy.
We want to believe you. We truly do. But we believed you before and you betrayed us. Fooled, deceived, betrayed us.
There are bad men, it's true. But there are also good ones. And the ones before you are the best of them. They were always kind to me. Caring, nice, kind, and I trust them with my life.
Before I became Admiral, I was a pirate. I stole. I fought. I stained the sea red with blood. Such is my past, and I dare not forget it, however much I might want to.
Annihilator.
That is death penalty. The pistol I used to pass judgment on my own sire when he fell thrall to Leviathan and betrayed his comrades. It's loaded. If you were to point it at my head and pull the trigger, I would most assuredly die. Though it isn't much, my life is the single most valuable thing I possess. If it will suffice to atone for past wrongs, take it. A single bullet to annul the old pact, and my blood to write it anew. What comes after, I entrust to this man, my second in command. I know that he will do his utmost for the happiness of all who call Vilbrand home.
What's he gonna do? I think we all know. I think we all know.
I do not trust you. Not yet. But Gabu does. And I will trust him.
Gabu saves the day.
We want you to know that we respect your faith. There's nothing wrong with giving thanks to the land which sustains you. But summoning is different. Should you hear of anyone who would attempt it, we ask that you appeal to their better judgment, or failing that, seek our aid. We're always ready to help.
Many and more of my brethren are yet enthralled to the Great Father, just as I was. If you could free them too, I would be grateful. Appreciative, thankful, grateful.
Tis we who should be grateful, Patriarch.
What? She has one on both hip, or they just forgot to edit it out? I don't know what happened. Yeah. More quests. 5.5. We'll probably finish post-patch on. Sorry, in one.
Right. Let's return to the Rising Stones.
Admiral, something strange is afoot at the floating city.
What is it, sir?
Breathe, man. What is it?
I think it's best you see for yourself. Please, come with me.
What in the world is that? A tower?
I have
You can
no
see
idea.
it too, then?
That could be.
I feared I was losing my wits. One moment I was patrolling as usual, and the next it was just there.
Yes? This is she. I am. I'm looking at it. What? Understood. Send the Elder Seedseer my regards.
What is it, Meryl?
The communications officer. It seems this isn't the only tower. They've sprung up all across Eorzea.
Interesting.
Nothing more is known, only that they appear to be of Garlean construction. Our allies on the Alamegan front are on highest alert.
This must be
Forgive my
that
directness, but would you join
dumbass's
them?
work.
They may well need the help.
Forget his
Of
name.
course, Admiral. We shall make all haste.
To use brother.
My thanks. I will return to Limsa to weigh our response. Look for Commander Hext when you arrive in Alamigo, and may the Navigator speed you on your way.
Dun 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 dun. I wonder if we resolve this or if this carries over into Waka. Future's rewritten. All cutscenes. There's been a lot of cutscene in this post-patch quest.
Thank you for coming so soon. I'll send for Commander Aldin at once, and we can decide what to do about these infernal towers.
Rocket Preserve!
No! Fuck is that?
It can't be.
The palace! After them!
I don't know, it didn't look like an Ascian. People from other realms are starting to trickle into the source.
You're here, good.
What is that, dumbass?
Well, well, well!
Van
To be
Daniel.
received by such an illustrious cast! Why? Even the hero of the piece is here! I feel quite starstruck.
He changed his outfit.
Is that...
He'll look like a douche.
His body, more like. You don't fool us.
But it is an ass.
Oh!
Party
You
of
saw straight through it.
Sai.
Anyone would think you dealt with Ascians before. Permit me to introduce myself. I am Fan Daniel, and may I say what a pleasure it is to finally make your acquaintance.
What do you want?
My, straight to business is it? Suit yourself. It is my intention to recreate the final days, to which end I have distributed a collection of rather ingenious devices, or towers, which will, in time, give rise to the grandest of spectacles.
The final days? But it was the Ascians who labored to prevent them.
You're quite right, though I would expect no less from one responsible for eliminating my unsundered colleagues. Honestly, the three of them were obsessed with restoring the one true world. As a sovereign individual, however, I never had much interest in such things. I mean, why bother when you're just another sundered minion? Admittedly, Elidibus was not convinced by that argument, but thanks to you, I'm finally free of his incessant nagging. Free to use my powers as I see fit, to fulfill my heart's desire.
Ascians we've met so far are not
And
quite
my
as
heart's desire
jovial
is
as
to
this
lay
man.
this half-broken world to waste, leaving nary a fleck of dust behind!
What? Why would you want such a thing?
Because I want wretched creatures who ask such meaningless questions to die! You! And you! And you! I want you all to die! And
Okay.
I want to die too! Oh, yes! I want to die and take everyone with me in a paroxysm of pain and suffering!
He's not as crazy as Xenos is.
I'm different, you see. From the ancients who clung to dear life, and from you. So don't bother trying to reason with me. You will find I have no reason, or creed, or any such tripe. I just want to destroy the world. But please do resist with all your might. It will add to my enjoyment. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes peeled, for the curtains have risen on the spectacle to end all spectacles. We, the Telophoroi, shall be your performers, and this very star our stage.
There's only 9 quests left, so I'm imagining we deal with this shit in Endwalker.
But I nearly forgot. I have a message for you. My esteemed patron, Lord Xenos, eagerly awaits you at the heart of the chaos. While I wish only to destroy the world, he exists solely to relive a certain, transcendent moment with you. And it is for that reason he would reduce all to ash. Pray see to it his dreams do not go unfulfilled. For if you should disappoint him, my trusty companion here, whom I've dubbed Lunar Bahamut, will burn your cities and everyone in them.
Everyone out! My men will tend to the blaze.
Speaking English, speaking English. Thank goodness everyone's safe. We managed to put out the fire, though not quickly enough to save the garden. Raban, can I leave it to you to send word to the Alliance? Okay, take a unit and investigate the tower. We need to find out what for. We'll go with rest. My rope tells me you're due some time off duty. Should we learn anything, we'll be sure to share it with you. Back to Revenant's Toll. To update the rest of the crew, most likely. Oh, you're back too good. Reports from the Alliance are all here. Perhaps those who bore witness in Alamigo could treat us to recount what happened. Sooner do we overcome one problem than another appears. It all seemed tediously predictable, but for the endless varieties of our foes. Sven Daniel sounds even more unhinged than his patron. Unhinged perhaps, but no fool, for all his pantomime theatrics gave away little about his plot. We only knew that he create the final. The towers would somehow facilitate. Called his dragon Lunar Bahamut. Not forget that little detail. The creature certainly did resemble the elder primal. That it may be, but the fact that it answered to Fandaniel suggests they're not one and the same entity. I think it more probable that it is some manner of simulacrum born of acid magic. Whatever it is, for now we can't but work closely with the Alliance and remain vigilant. I believe that concludes our news. What have you heard, Chitola? I've been to see the Santana, knowing how quick the immortal flames are to dispose of their tempered. I judged it best to provide them with a cure first. As soon as I sufficiently recovered, I traveled to Ul'dah and delivered the proxies to her grace along with the detailed instructions on them. Yet my visit chanced to coincide with the arrival of some troubling tidings. The immortal flames have been on the cusp of agreeing to a truce with Malja. Negotiations abruptly collapsed. The Malja claim that a number of their kind has been abducted and that men are responsible. Not as known of the perpetrators of yet, but as the immortal flames went about investigating the abductions, they came upon one of the Fandaniel's towers. On the subject of the towers, you may be interested to learn they are not an exclusively Eorzean phenomenon. According to the Alliance, they have been sighted as far afield as Yangtze. And it would seem reasonable to assume that they are everywhere. Simply have not found all. Well, as you said yourself, we can do little for now, save remain vigilant. We are dealing with a dragon, ostensibly at least. I believe it will behoove us to enlist the aid of the authority on such foes. Stinian, now just a moment. Waited to enlist his lance, I would be the first to welcome him. Struggle to even find him. He's a slippery son of a bitch. Hee. You let me and Crow worry about that. We'll sniff him out, no matter where he's hiding. If he's indeed hiding, we'll have ways of locating him regardless, so if there are no objections, the pot. I have faith that they'll find him. Well, rather than sitting around, I think I might go to each of the city-states and educate them in the use of the Borksteed. Well, my friend, our moment of triumph did not last long. Was ever the way, the world often needs saving. Save it we shall. I, for one, do not intend to allow a madman to take us all to the grave with him. Not when the future holds such promise. Nay, I will do all in my power to protect those whom I hold dear, just as you have always done. Meanwhile, somewhere in the locks.
The scouts should have been back by now. I'm gonna go and find them. Oh, thank goodness for that.
No, he did.
Glory be. Glory be. Glory be.
The fuck?
The piles have been driven as planned, and the first of the beasts has roared to life. Moreover, I am pleased to report that preparations are well underway for the rest. Ere long, chaos shall reign over all the land, as befits the final days.
Call it what you will, so long as my friend returns to me, fangs bared and claws sharpened. I care not.
Of course, my lord. By strange coincidence, your dear friend chanced to be present when I made my declaration. I took the liberty of informing him that you await his coming, though I confess I may have singed him a little in the process.
And why do you tell me this? Are you in such a hurry to die?
Ah, my apologies. I must guard my tongue lest it be the end of me. Though, there is something to be said for such a glorious death. Better to fall to one who has it all than falter before an inferior. Huh. I shall keep it in mind as a contingency. For now, however, I shall proceed with the plan. My lord.
My lord.
I must find myself a new weapon. One worthy of our long-awaited reunion.
That was that shit on the... Indoors. Under the breach. Let's do a dungeon and I'm gonna hop off. Do a little dungeon. Check the potty finder. Gargantuan skin. Gargantuan. I have no idea. Treasure hunt? I don't know. Don't know what that means. Did you know those guys, Scalar? That were hanging out earlier? I was just curious. I don't know if they're random people, if you're being nice, trying to get people to watch. That gives me some confidence. At least we got a little action. But you know, it's probably not very exciting for some people just to watch. Used. Just this another FC member with one of the current fights ran into them and finally able to help. Yeah, slowly but surely we're climbing the mountain. They left, but I'm confident. Be back. Go buy this desert catfish. Turn that shit. Heavy mate. Not worth. Fuck is it thing? Airship landing. The character profile. Title. Finder of false gods. That'll do for now. Pharaoh's Serious Hard. Can't believe there's a dungeon. What do I need to buy? A desert catfish. Fish. Okay, for one fish. God damn. Which my gear say here. Level 36. One of these days I'll level up my grand company. Kind of got to a standstill where I just didn't know what the fuck to do next. Log. Mortal Flames. I don't know if completing these logs do anything. Wanderer's Palace, Wanderer's Palace. You know where? I know I have to do some of the GC log to rank up. I know you can get like a shark crown or something. I will be getting that. I will be acquiring that shock at some point. I've scored like 10k points. A little bit higher of a level. Snagging, I didn't. Yeah, I got that. Add an extra hook and line, make it possible to play in formerly uncatchable fishing item. See about that, hell. But the fish gets away. Are you a mount collector? I'm happy to get a shiny thing. I definitely will do mount runs. Sure. Can buy its face. Yeah, I like to collect mounts. When I was playing WoW, they do like weekly resets. So I was like every week I had like a run I would do of like 4 or 5 bosses that I would kill and try to farm the mounts. Hey, we got one. What's the best levy quest? Like, what's the best XP for fishing at this point? No? Assuming it's Aleport, but I don't know. Wonder if you get anything for discovering every fish. See, I'm just gonna look it up. Guess ocean fishing is the best. Look for levies in the observatorium or the Forgotten Spring. Do daily turn-ins as a Grand Company. Let's go to the observatorium. What that is, I don't know. This Highland. Oh, I guess Camp Dragonhead. Oh, I see. White brim front. Oh, we're figuring it out. Surprised it's taken so long to find a queue, find a team for these dungeons. What's down here? I'm dumb. Thought that was the observatorium. For some reason. Other dude. A guild heist. Not what I want. Aha. $300k XP. Only thing about buying them is I don't get I don't get to discover them. Giant bat. And that bothers me a little bit. All right, get it done. Academia. Jazz. Endangered. Engendered. I don't know what that means. Pulled too many. Light work, light work. They're engendered. We'll have no idea what the fuck that means. And we're fucking destroying this dude. Of course. Another one. Protolithic puncture. One down. Easy enough. There's a little too many of them. Burn, baby, burn. Fucking weird. Whoa. Running in circles, running in circles. Should be good now. More bowl marquee. Okay, I'm getting sick of this. Fucking, couldn't even begin to describe what this thing is. Does it work? The words of La Habrea. Yeah, I read somewhere they're about to like make the game more difficult. They've regretted letting the game get as casual as it is. Pretty much every dungeon for Shadowbringers is pointless. And then the dailies. Okay, they want to pull another mob. Go, we go. Thank you for waiting. Last fight here. Quetzalcoatl. I don't know what they're doing back there. They're fighting something. Used a little too much of my MP here. What happened? I attained a piece of gear that I didn't want. Easy work. That guy's outfit is kind of cool. But not the end of that quest. Academia. We have to go back to Yulmore anyway. Should be able to buy another ring. Ring and necklace. $280. God damn it. We're almost 5:30. Turn western. There a market board up here? Like there should be, but I don't see one. Ba-da-da-da. Triple triad salad. Oh, no thank you. Disciple of the Hand. Need a bunch of quests for that. Lamp Marimo. And none. Rare type of luminescent. Oh. I'll have to catch that one. Go turn this son of a bitch in and get out of here. I think I should be able to turn it in more than... Every time I come here, it makes me think of old Hodgefort. Hodgefort? Why did you have to sacrifice yourself? Levels that. 42. I just got like 8 levels. Relatively easy, it would seem. Especially if you got money. I'm curious. There's an incentive to discover every fish. Is there an incentive to discover every fish in Final Fantasy XIV? Exclusive titles, achievements, and bragging rights, particularly for completionists targeting big fish, while some, like legendary fish, offer little tangible reward beyond the challenge. Others provide rare titles and completion. The big fish title. The ultimate achievement for catching the most difficult, time-restricted fish in the game. Well, that might be worth. Probably takes fucking forever. Hold on, hold on. We played a little longer than I wanted to, but that's all right. I'm gonna go watch One Piece pass out. Of course, as always, thank you, Scalar, for coming in and hanging out. Thank you, Fosek, for the follow. Gilfy, appreciate you guys coming. Watch this later. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out and lurking about a little bit. You guys have an awesome week. Friday, we're going to finish the post-patch Shadowbringers. And I'll probably do the Alliance raids, do the Promise, Eden's Promise quest line, finish up the other things that need to be tightened up. Then Monday, we begin in Waka, one step closer to achieving our goal of reaching Dawn Trail. Probably leveling through Dawn Trail is going to take a minute. But I'm going to try to be quick about it so I can start to learn some of these new fights and get involved. Get a feel for, kind of how the game actually feels playing through a current patch. By the time I get there, it could have released all the content. I don't know. We shall see. And then once that happens, I won't take a break, but I'll slow down. I'll slow it down a little bit. Kind of work on leveling characters. Maybe we'll go for that big fish title. That'd be fun. We'll think of some other fun shit to do. Not hunting, RPing. Just get a little wacky with it. Nothing left to say. You guys have an awesome week. Happy Friday. Taylor, I appreciate you, buddy. You're awesome. I'll